Okay, I'm gonna walk you through the mixing area now. Basically, this is the ingredients he has used. Here's where he gets the sugar from, which we bring it out in bags, so we don't use 25. Then he has a pallet of flour, 50 bags on a pallet. Then he has a pallet of pizza concentrate, which also has 50 bags on the pallet. Then he puts it in the auger, which is right here, which is everything. The only thing goes in there is pizza concentrate and the flour. Then it goes up this line here, goes into this mixing tank, which, like I said before, has a weight scale on it. Then he adds in all the other ingredients from this side. We put Caravan in, which is this blend here, comes in a box. He measures up in that. Then he also uses high fructose corn syrup. That goes in the number one. This is the main bowl for mixing here, which is these are 200,000 pounds, these 20,000 pound totes. Well, this one is 3,000 pound totes. This one is 22,000 pound totes, and this is soybean oil. This one is 3,000 pound totes, and this is high fruit corn syrup. And he puts it in his tote in his blue bucket, which represents pancake color, at 25 pounds. Same thing here. And this is the blend. Once this is all mixed up, the water comes in here. He puts all those ingredients in this mixing tank. Again, you can't touch it because it has a weight scale on it that tells you what you're putting in to make sure it's correct. Once you do that, then you put it in this holding tank, which is over here. This is the control panel for mixing here. This is where they do all the operator adjustments and things of that nature. This is the holding tank 1 and holding tank 2. You do that to get the batter time to set and get itself right, because you don't want to mix it too fast and you don't want to mix it too slow because it ages out, and you got to give it time to age enough to make sure it's ready to go on the line. Once we do that, it travels over through these pipes all the way over to the depositor, which is here. This is the depositor. The depositor goes in this holding trough. It comes out here, which drops the pancakes out. Travels down the line. Okay, we're starting the process of mixing. Mark Fritz is beginning to put in his 25 pounds of sugar. Once he does that, then he has to add 50 pounds of pancake concentrate. Then he adds 200 pounds of flour. And we're doing Walmart right now, buttermilk. Okay. So now he has to go to the mixers, and he's going to start up the process of mixing and transferring these ingredients to this bowl mixer here, which he's starting the process now. So now you got the water coming in, which is read by the scale on the mixer. It lets him know how much water comes in, and it tells him the total batch weight. And then you got to record it on your sheet, right?
That's right.
This goes up this pipe, goes into the mixer, and mixes with the water.
Waiting on 190 pounds.
Counting down right here. then this is your batch sheet where you put all the information on your batch sheet. This is a backup check, right? So we can make sure we have the right stuff in the system. So this is our backup check, the manual part, to make sure we can match it up with what we put in the system. Okay.
It's going to start and spin for 20 seconds.
At what point do you add the soybean oil?
It's going to count 20 seconds.
Okay. And then you add the soybean oil.
Then we add all the ingredients.
Okay. And he's got to add the blend and the soybean oil to the mix. Yeah. High fruit corn toast syrup too, also. Now we're doing the transaction where he records everything into a MAS 500. He has to check the lot number. He goes through, he has to put in his employee number. Wait a minute. He puts in the employee number, and then he goes through each item, depending on the item number, with his sugar, his flour, his high fructose syrup. Everything has its own lot number. He has to check the lot number to make sure it matches up with what we're using. The quantity matches up what we're using. It has the expiration date and the vendor's lot number also. It also has a workstation which is tied to the pancake line and item description. So the first process is to put in the employee number. The item number pops up, the plant pops up, the routing pops up. Then he has to enter that transaction. It's going to tell him if it's 4-inch buttermilk pancake, which we are running today. Then he has to go in now. Let me see if it picks up this. He goes through the process of making sure the transaction quantity is right, the 200, and then he has to check the lot number to make sure it matches up what we're using. So he goes to his right box, where the lot is, and looks up the lot number. Like that. Once he does that, then he has to register that whole batch. Goes to that screen, and he registers the whole batch, and that totals up that whole batch and pulls it out of MAS 500 to say it's been used and accounted for. He also writes down the transaction number on his manual paperwork so we can make sure we match up the manual paperwork to the computer paperwork. Then if you can, all the way down. Comes to the flipper and flips. Then it bakes on the other side. It's baking on one side before it gets to the flipper. Then it bakes on the other side when it gets to the flipper as it turns it over. Then we come down to the top remover belt, which picks them up off the griddle. Puts them onto the cooler conveyor. Then it goes under 4 impingement fans, which cools it down. The product loses about 30 degrees on the cooler conveyor temperature. Goes all the way down. And enters into the freezer. These conveyors controlled by this control panel here, for slowing up, speeding up, whichever the case may be, to know if the motor's out or whatever the case may be. Then it goes through the freezer tunnel, which is supplied with nitrogen. You go to exhaust. That's the nitrogen line. This is the nitrogen line, which travels all the way out to the outside. That's the metal nitrogen line. Comes on down, all the way down to the freezer. Then you have a finished frozen pancake that comes out here. They divide off. One goes to the right, one goes to the left. Comes down, she stacks it here. Had to put 3 together so they can stack 3. And she pushes them in. This person has to straighten them to make sure that they go through the wrapper right. It goes into Fuji. .14-inch film. Metal detector. Check it. That's the finished product. Down. Yeah, them packing it. And then they pack the product in the bags. 8 per bag. The Cheryl boxes it off right here.
That camera must be light and not be dark.
Goes into a click lock as it gets printed first. It's the gold date, then it gets click locked. This is where we do the boxes at. This is the box machine. 4 in a box. Comes down and makes a box for them to put 2 packs in per person. Goes down, puts the code date on right there on the box. Comes down, and we got Miss Rebecca packing. She's a quality manager, so while she's packing, I don't know. I guess she liked packing. Then it comes down. Let me see the code date, Rebecca. Let me see the code date.
What?
Let me see the code date.
Folded?
Code date.
Oh, code date.
Don't worry about it. You go ahead and pack. No big deal.
Don't let me get behind it.
Then you have your finished product. Now Francisco will have to go, what he has to do is do the same thing we did in mixing. He has to bring everything together and close it out in mass to make sure we account for the boxes, the bags, the pancakes, the click locks, the film. Well, the whole process of what makes a finished case. Okay, he's gonna go to the computer now. He has to go in mass 500. Pull up both the dough and the finished good has its own lot number. The dough lot number can be used the whole week as long as it's the same dough. The finished good has to be changed every 24 hours. So what he does now, he goes into mass 500. Go to shop floor reporting, which is in manufacturing. Choose the right date, the right shift, and the right scheduled time. Each we have scheduled time from 6 to 6. We have scheduled time from 7 to 3.
You can see we're running 2 lines today.
So today we're running two lines. We're running the pizza line and the pancake line, which is two different work orders and two different systems, because pizza is one SKU and pancakes is another one. Okay?
So I'm gonna select my finished product item number.
So he has to select his finished product item number, where in the dough part where we made the mix at, you have to make your batter lot number. So we're doing our finished good lot number now.
I'm gonna go here with the enter production.
It goes to enter production, which pulls up a screen in Mass 500 where he has to put his employee number. It already has the work order. It has the item number, which is the finished good item number. It has the warehouse, which is our plant, and then it has the routing number, which is tied to the finished good number. He puts in the quantity. In this case, the quantity is 50 cases.
Continue. Alright, so we're gonna make a pallet tag for 50 cases. After I put my employee number, I'm going to enter the production. The transaction actually. We're using 717 pounds, 0.50 of batter to create one whole pallet tag. I'm gonna give the lot number that we are using today on our back side, which is 21268. And I'm gonna register my film. I'm gonna choose my lot number that we're using on the film, which is 16192. Go to the bottom when it's actually ended the transaction. I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna end the last step is register. This screen tells you if you want to print a pallet tag. With of course we do. Okay. And here we got our transaction right here.
Get a close up of the pallet tag once it comes on.
And this is the pallet tag.
Maybe get some color there.